Hello peaches! So today I decided to do something with my dreads because I've been having them for a few days now and I love them so much. And I decided to do kind of a how I style. I'm not going to show like, oh, you can put on a cute headband with it or stuff like that because that's pretty obvious. I'm just going to show you how to do things and how it will look when you do it. I have 47 double-ended dreads, meaning that I have 94 like dreads down. I have 94 of this. 94 of these because it's double-ended, so it's twice as much as I actually put in. So I have that many and I parted it here, so I have my ear tails and my bangs in the front that I just left there. I'm not sure if you can see that well on camera, but I'm just going to show you quickly kind of where it parts and how it looks. And yeah, this is the first time I had double-ended in. I have had single-ended before, but that went really bad and I had to take them out after a day, or because they started hurting a lot, pulling my hair because my hair was shorter, stuff like that. But this time, it's good. I love it, I feel it, I'm so excited about it. So I'm just going to show you a few hairstyles and how you can put it up in an easy, fun, simple and pretty way. And I don't have a mirror, so I'm only going by my viewfinder over here, which is why I may maybe look like that sometimes. So the first one you can do is to go back here and take a couple of the lowest. I'm going to take 4 in total, 2 on each side. The lowest and in the very middle, like as much in the middle as you can get. And take 2 to the right and 2 to the left. There, we have 2 here and they're both the lowest and most in the middle that I could get. Then you're just going to take these up here and you can tie them in a knot if you want to, but these threads doesn't really stay if I just tie in a knot. So I'm just going to take one of these really small elastic bands and wrap it around those 4. Really tighten them together because I want it to look kind of like a ponytail style. And then you have this ponytail, low, thick ponytail. This is really good if you don't have big elastic bands because you can't use, like this is a normal size. It's really hard to wrap this around all these dreadlocks. So if you don't have a special big one that's made for dreadlocks, this is a really easy and nice way to do it and still get that look. Then the next style is a little bit kind of the same, but you take things from different places and do a little bit different. So what I do is I take 5 on this side, and it's those that's right above my ear, and just lay them there for a second. And then I do the same on this side. Then what you do is you take these 5 and 5, 10 in total, math for you there, and you just wrap them around here. Right there. And again, you can tie a knot if your dreads are good enough for that, but mine are not. So I'm just going to take a regular sized elastic band, or whatever you call it. I still haven't learned what that's called in English. And you just rub it around a couple of times and then tighten this as much as you want and pull the rest of the hair in front. There we go. There we have kind of where it's hanging loose, but still it's up a little bit. So there. And you can have it in the back, in the front, whatever you want. And this is what I do most of the time because it allows me to have it down like all over the place, but still you can kind of see where it's parting with my own hair, and you can see my ear tails, and then I straighten them and put some hairspray in them. They don't look that good right now, so ignore that, but this is fun, easy and pretty, and I really love it. Another thing you can do that is a lot like that, well pretty much exactly like that, is you take 6 on each side. Let me just get one more for each, and then you braid them together. And since we have 6 threads in total, you're going to make 2 here, 2 here and 2 here, and then braid that. And make sure you braid it this way because we're going to wrap it that way. So just braid it like you would braid a normal braid. And then I'm just quickly going to add an elastic band just so they don't wrap open again while I braid the other side. And yeah, then you braid the other side and do the same thing. Just braid it 2 and 2 and make sure you braid it this way so it will follow when you wrap it around. And then when you have these 2, you just wrap it around and tie them in the back with the elastic band, just like you did before, but this time you have braids, so it looks a little more pretty or elvish, I guess. It reminds me of elves when I see these kind of hairdos with braids. And because I have black dreads, it doesn't really show up that well on camera or in real life, but if you have multicolored or just a brighter color, you will clearly be able to see that it's a braid. And of course, if you use more than 6 dreads on each side, you can get a much bigger braid. So if you want that, just add some more and then wrap it around. Another thing you can do is make ponytails, or whatever this is called, pigtails I think. And again, this is for if you don't have one of those really big elastics, because my regular one isn't even going to wrap around the half of this. So what you do is basically like you did in the first, you take two, only 2 for this because it's just, they're not that big. Take 2 in the bottom and wrap it around one of them, and then put in a small elastic on that. And you can do it like I do it out here, just put the elastic on out here because I think it looks cute, but if you want to hide it, you can tie it back here or whatever. And then you do it the same on the other side, and that's it. And then you have pigtails, and you can tighten them as much as you want or loosen them as much as you want. Of course, it's up to you. It's just a cute, fun, preppy kind of look. And I really like this as well. It looks really cute. And this is pretty much the same, kind of a mix between some of the ones I already talked about. But if you want thin pigtails, because these were really thick and big, you can do the first step and maybe just take a few more than 5 on each side and tie them in the back just like you did before. And then you can do the same thing as before when you made the pigtails. Just take 2 and wrap them around and put in an elastic band, and like that. This way you have a little bit thinner and I guess more cute pigtails, where before they were really big and chunky, which I personally like, but now you have a little bit thinner. Now this is for making kind of a fake side cut in a way. What you do is you take about the place where you want the side cut. So I want it from the ear and then front, kind of around that, and it's a lot. So you take that in the back, and for right now you just pin it in place with one of these. And what you do is you take 2 from the bottom on this side, but kind of in the back and in the bottom so you don't really see it. And then you connect it with the bunch of dreads from here, and you kind of connect them down here underneath, and you put an elastic band around it to keep them in place. And then you take the dreads on this side and kind of cover it. So that way you have kind of a fake side cut look, I would say. It's not a side cut, but it is the same look, which looks short here but full here. And now for a fake mohawk kind of look. What you're going to do is you're going to kind of take in the middle here how wide you want your mohawk to be. You take those dreads that you want to be in your mohawk, only on the top, don't go all the way back, but just from, you know, in the middle of your head, and very much in the middle, and it's a big chunk. Just going to put that over your face so you cannot see anything. And then if you want to be sure they stay together, you can use one of these. And then you do the same as before with the side cut. Take a big chunk on this side and a big chunk on this side, and you meet them in the back. And then you take an elastic band and you wrap it around. And then you take your fake mohawk here and just wrap it back over it. And this will kind of do the same thing as the side cut, mixed with one of the first ones I did where I just took 5 on each side and put it around. But this kind of, you know, gives a little mohawk kind of look. So another thing you can do is what I call the Amy Winehouse kind of thing. And you do the mohawk, put it back like this and leave this up. And then you take this part that is your mohawk, fake mohawk, and you roll it up, kind of like a 50s hairstyle where you kind of roll everything up, if you've ever seen some of those hair tutorials. And then you take, I only have these right now, but you can use bobby pins because they're not that visual, but I can't find my bobby pins right now, so I'm just going to use these kind of to give you an idea of how it will look. And as I said, use bobby pins and then just put them in everywhere that you can. And yeah, mine is not that big because I don't like it too big. You can make them as high on the head as you want or as low as you want. I just did it like this. Yeah, I think this is really fun. A really fun look. I really like this. So this is definitely one of my favorites. And the past few days I've been using these to do it with because I haven't been able to find my bobby pins. I don't know where the fuck they are. So that was pretty much all the hairdos that I had for now. And there are more tutorials on it on YouTube. I just want to share mine, and maybe some of mine were the same as other ones. I don't know, I haven't really checked out that many because I like exploring myself and finding out things myself and then look at what others do. So I don't really know, I haven't really seen any, but I've seen that there are videos out there. So if you want more cool fun tricks to do with your dreadlocks, you can go find it on YouTube as well, other videos. And maybe if I find out some more ways, I'll make another video of this. I don't know yet, because so far this is all I got and it's enough for me because it's a lot of fun hairstyles I can do. I really hope you liked this video. I hope you learned something, some fun ideas. I've been wanting to do hair tutorials forever, but my hair is really short without dreads in them. So I haven't really been able to do anything because when you have so short hair, there's not really any cool hairstyles you can do. So I'm so happy that I got to do this. It's like a dream come true to make hair tutorials. So yeah, press the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well, and thank you for watching.